Chapter 1. Introduction to the World of Sharks. Shark rely on camouflage to ambush their prey. The wobbegong is a master of disguise, with a flat body and a mottled pattern that allows it to blend in with the ocean floor. When an unsuspecting fish swims too close, the wobbegong will strike with lightning speed, grabbing the fish in its powerful jaws. The nurse shark is another example of a shark that uses stealth to catch its prey. This slow-moving shark spends most of its time resting on the ocean floor, waiting for small fish and crustaceans to come within range. Once the prey is close enough, the nurse shark will use its strong suction to pull the prey into its mouth. Some sharks, like the thresher shark, use their tails as weapons. The thresher shark has an elongated upper tail fin, which it uses to stun schools of fish. The shark will swim through a school of fish, whipping its tail to create a shockwave that stuns its prey. This allows the thresher shark to easily pick off the stunned fish. The hunting strategies of sharks are as varied as the environments in which they live. From the open ocean to coral reefs and even freshwater rivers, sharks have evolved to thrive in a wide range of habitats. Their hunting techniques are perfectly suited to their environment, whether it's the great white shark launching powerful attacks in the open ocean or the wobbegong using camouflage to ambush prey on the ocean floor. Chapter 5. The diet of sharks. The diet of a shark varies greatly depending on the species. Some sharks are apex predators that feed on large fish, marine mammals, and even other sharks. For example, the great white shark is known for its preference for seals and sea lions, which it hunts in cold coastal waters. The great white shark uses its powerful jaws and sharp teeth to deliver a devastating bite to its prey. Once the prey is incapacitated, the shark will return to finish the job, using its serrated teeth to tear through the flesh. Other sharks, like the tiger shark, have a more varied diet. The tiger shark is often called the garbage can of the sea because it will eat almost anything, including fish, birds, turtles, and even license plates. The tiger shark's powerful jaws and broad, flat teeth are capable of crushing hard-shelled prey like turtles. At the other end of the spectrum, you have sharks like the whale shark and the basking shark, which are filter feeders. These gentle giants feed by swimming with their mouths open, filtering plankton and small fish from the water. Despite their massive size, these sharks pose no threat to humans, as their diet consists mainly of tiny organisms. The diet of a shark is closely linked to its environment and hunting strategy. Some sharks, like the hammerhead shark, are specialized hunters that feed on specific prey, such as rays. The hammerhead's wide, flat head allows it to scan the ocean floor for rays, which it pins down with its head before delivering a fatal bite. Other sharks, like the blue shark, are opportunistic feeders that will eat whatever prey is available. The blue shark is known for its long migrations across the open ocean, where it hunts for squid, fish, and other marine animals. No matter what species of shark, their diet plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Chapter 6. Reproduction and life cycle of sharks. The reproduction of sharks is a fascinating and complex process. Some species of sharks give birth to live young, while others lay eggs. The reproductive strategy of a shark depends on its species and environment. For example, the great white shark gives birth to live young, known as pups. A great white mother may carry her pups for over a year before giving birth. The pups are born fully developed and ready to hunt on their own, with no parental care after birth. Other species of sharks, like the horn shark, lay eggs. The eggs of a shark are often encased in a protective pouch known as a mermaid's purse. These egg cases are commonly found washed up on beaches, giving us a glimpse into the reproductive life of sharks. One of the most remarkable reproductive strategies in the shark world is intrauterine cannibalism. This occurs in species like the sand tiger shark, where the largest embryo in the womb will consume its siblings before birth. This ensures that only the strongest shark pup survives, giving it a better chance of survival in the wild. The life cycle of a shark can vary greatly depending on the species. Some sharks, like the Greenland shark, can live for hundreds of years. The Greenland shark is the longest living vertebrate on Earth, with some individuals estimated to be over 400 years old. In contrast, other species of sharks have much shorter lifespans, with some living only 20 to 30 years. The slow growth and late maturity of many shark species make them particularly vulnerable to overfishing and habitat destruction. Because sharks reproduce slowly, they cannot recover quickly from population declines. Chapter 7. Migration patterns of sharks. Many species of sharks are known for their long migrations across the world's oceans. These migrations are often driven by the need to find food, suitable mating grounds, or optimal environmental conditions such as water temperature. Understanding the migration patterns of sharks is crucial to gaining insight into their behavior and survival strategies. Some of the longest migrations in the animal kingdom are carried out by sharks, and modern technology has allowed researchers to track these migrations in incredible detail. One of the most famous migratory species is the great white shark. These powerful predators undertake long migrations between their hunting grounds and warmer waters where they give birth. In some cases, great white sharks have been recorded traveling over 12,000 miles in a single year. One individual, tagged off the coast of South Africa, was tracked traveling all the way to Australia, showcasing the incredible endurance and navigational abilities of sharks. Another highly migratory species is the whale shark, the largest fish in the ocean. Despite its size, the whale shark is a gentle filter feeder, subsisting on plankton and small fish. Whale sharks migrate vast distances in search of plankton-rich waters. These migrations often take them across entire ocean basins, and researchers have tracked whale sharks traveling from the coast of Central America to the Philippines. The blue shark is another species known for its long migrations. This sleek, open-ocean predator is highly mobile, often migrating thousands of miles across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in search of prey. Blue sharks are opportunistic feeders, preying on a variety of species including squid, fish, and smaller sharks. Their migrations take them through different oceanic environments, from the cold waters of the North Atlantic to the warmer tropical waters near the equator. But perhaps one of the most intriguing migratory species is the bull shark, a unique species capable of surviving in both saltwater and freshwater. Bull sharks are frequently found in coastal areas, but they have also been recorded traveling up rivers and into freshwater lakes. This adaptability allows the bull shark to access new hunting grounds and evade larger predators. In some cases, bull sharks have been found hundreds of miles inland, far from the ocean. The ability to thrive in such diverse environments is a testament to the resilience and versatility of sharks. The migration patterns of sharks are not just fascinating in their own right, but they also have important implications for conservation. By understanding where and when sharks migrate, scientists can help protect critical habitats, such as breeding and feeding grounds. Satellite tagging has become a vital tool in shark research, providing real-time data on sharks' movements and allowing researchers to track individual sharks as they navigate the oceans. These technological advancements have shed new light on the mysterious and often hidden world of shark migrations. Chapter 8. The role of sharks in marine ecosystems. As apex predators, sharks play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. By controlling the populations of their prey, sharks help regulate the food chain and ensure the health of the oceans. Without sharks, the entire ecosystem would be thrown out of balance, leading to overpopulation of certain species and the depletion of others. This cascading effect, known as a trophic cascade, can have devastating consequences for the health of coral reefs, seagrass beds, and other vital marine habitats. For example, sharks help regulate the population of herbivorous fish, which in turn helps protect coral reefs. Herbivorous fish graze on the algae that grow on coral reefs, preventing the algae from smothering the coral. If the population of sharks were to decline, the number of herbivorous fish could increase dramatically, leading to overgrazing and the destruction of the reef. This would have a ripple effect throughout the entire ecosystem, as many marine species rely on coral reefs for shelter, food, and breeding grounds. In addition to controlling prey populations, sharks also play a vital role in removing sick and injured animals from the ecosystem. By preying on weak or injured individuals, sharks help maintain the health of the marine population. This natural selection process ensures that only the strongest and healthiest animals survive, which helps prevent the spread of disease and maintains the overall fitness of the population. One of the best examples of sharks' role in the ecosystem can be seen in kelp forests. In some areas, the decline of shark populations has led to an increase in the number of sea urchins, which are the primary prey of sharks. Sea urchins feed on kelp, and without sharks to control their numbers, the urchin population has exploded, decimating kelp forests and leaving behind barren, underwater wastelands. This phenomenon, known as urchin barrens, has been observed in several parts of the world, illustrating the critical role sharks play in maintaining healthy marine ecosystems. Another important role that sharks play is as keystone species. A keystone species is one that has a disproportionately large impact on its ecosystem relative to its abundance. Sharks are considered keystone species because their presence or absence can significantly affect the structure and function of marine ecosystems. When shark populations are healthy, they help maintain biodiversity and ensure the stability of the ecosystem. But when sharks are overfished or their populations decline, the entire ecosystem suffers. In addition to their direct effects on prey populations, sharks also influence the behavior of other species. For example, the presence of sharks can alter the behavior of prey species, forcing them to adopt more cautious feeding patterns. This phenomenon, known as the landscape of fear, helps prevent prey species from overgrazing certain areas, which can protect sensitive habitats like seagrass beds and coral reefs. The role of sharks in the ecosystem is not limited to their local habitats. Sharks are highly migratory animals, and their movements help connect different parts of the ocean. By traveling across large distances, sharks help transport nutrients and energy between different marine ecosystems, contributing to the overall health of the ocean. Chapter 9. Interactions between humans and sharks. The relationship between humans and sharks has long been a complicated one. For centuries, sharks have been both feared and revered, often depicted as mindless killers or powerful spirits. In many coastal cultures, sharks hold a special place in folklore and mythology. For example, in Hawaiian culture, sharks are seen as aumakua, or guardian spirits, believed to protect and guide people in the ocean. Sharks are also featured in many Polynesian myths, where they are often portrayed as powerful and wise beings. However, in modern Western culture, sharks have often been vilified, particularly following the release of movies like Jaws in the 1970s. The image of the shark as a dangerous, man-eating monster has been perpetuated by sensationalized media coverage of shark attacks, leading to widespread fear and misunderstanding of these incredible animals. In reality, the vast majority of sharks pose no threat to humans, and shark attacks are extremely rare. When shark attacks do occur, they are often a case of mistaken identity. Sharks may mistake a swimmer or surfer for a seal or fish, but once they realize their mistake, they usually swim away. Despite their fearsome reputation, humans are not on the shark's menu. Most sharks are far more interested in hunting fish, seals, and other marine animals. In fact, humans are far more dangerous to sharks than sharks are to humans. Every year, millions of sharks are killed by humans, primarily for their fins. Shark finning, in which the fins are removed from the shark and the rest of the body is discarded, is one of the greatest threats to shark populations worldwide. Shark fins are used to make shark fin soup, a delicacy in some cultures, particularly in parts of Asia. The demand for shark fins has led to the decimation of shark populations around the world. Sharks are also at risk from bycatch, where they are unintentionally caught in fishing nets. In many cases, sharks that are caught as bycatch are thrown back into the ocean, but often they are already dead or too injured to survive. The loss of sharks due to bycatch is a significant problem, particularly for species like the hammerhead shark, which are highly susceptible to being caught in fishing gear. Despite these challenges, there are positive interactions between humans and sharks as well. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in shark tourism, where people travel to places like South Africa, Australia, and the Bahamas to see sharks up close. Shark diving, in particular, has become a popular activity, allowing people to experience the beauty and majesty of sharks in their natural habitat. These ecotourism ventures not only provide a sustainable source of income for local communities, but also help raise awareness about the importance of shark conservation. Many shark species are now protected under international law, and conservation organizations around the world are working to protect these magnificent creatures. Through education, research, and advocacy, these organizations are helping to change the way people think about sharks, shifting the narrative from fear to admiration. Chapter 10. Myths and Misconceptions about Sharks. There are many myths and misconceptions about sharks, many of which have been perpetuated by movies, television, and the media. One of the most common myths is that sharks are mindless killing machines that attack humans at every opportunity. In reality, most sharks are shy, reclusive animals that would rather avoid humans than interact with them. Shark attacks are incredibly rare, and when they do happen, they are usually a case of mistaken identity. Another myth is that sharks are indiscriminate eaters that will devour anything in their path. While it's true that some species, like the tiger shark, have been known to eat a wide variety of prey, most sharks are selective in their diet. Sharks have evolved to be highly specialized predators, with different species feeding on specific types of prey. For example, the hammerhead shark primarily hunts rays, while the whale shark filters plankton from the water. One of the most persistent myths about sharks is that they are man-eaters that actively hunt humans. This misconception has been fueled by movies like Jaws, which portray sharks as vengeful predators that target humans. In reality, humans are not on the shark's menu. Most sharks prefer to hunt fish, seals, and other marine animals. When a shark does bite a human, it is often out of curiosity or confusion, and the shark quickly realizes that humans are not its usual prey. Another common misconception is that all sharks are dangerous. While it's true that some species, like the great white shark, have the potential to harm humans, the vast majority of shark species pose no threat at all. In fact, many sharks are completely harmless to humans. Species like the whale shark, basking shark, and nurse shark are gentle giants that feed on plankton and small fish, and they are often seen swimming peacefully alongside divers and snorkelers. By debunking these myths and educating the public about the true nature of sharks, we can help change the way people think about these incredible animals. Sharks are not mindless killers. They are intelligent, complex creatures that play a vital role in the health of our oceans. Chapter 11. Shark Conservation Efforts Across the Globe. The plight of sharks has become one of the most pressing issues in marine conservation today. With millions of sharks being killed each year for their fins, the urgency to save these creatures has never been greater. Conservation efforts for sharks have taken many forms, from international treaties to grassroots campaigns aimed at changing public perceptions of these apex predators. International agreements and laws. One of the most significant conservation tools for sharks is the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES. CITES is a global agreement that regulates the trade of endangered species, and it has provided legal protection to several species of sharks that are threatened by overfishing and the shark fin trade. For example, the oceanic white-tip shark, hammerhead sharks, and manta rays have all been added to the CITES list, limiting their exploitation in international markets. Despite these protections, enforcement remains a challenge. Many countries that participate in the shark fin trade have weak enforcement mechanisms, allowing illegal finning to continue unchecked. Even in countries with strict regulations, the black market for shark fins persists, driven by high demand for this luxury product, especially in parts of Asia where shark fin soup is considered a delicacy. However, there are success stories. In countries like Palau and the Maldives, shark sanctuaries have been established to protect sharks from fishing pressures. These sanctuaries cover vast areas of the ocean, where fishing for sharks is completely prohibited. In these regions, shark populations have begun to recover, offering hope that with the right protections in place, sharks can rebound from the brink of extinction. Grassroots movements and public awareness campaigns. Conservation efforts are not just happening at the governmental level. Grassroots organizations have played a crucial role in changing public perceptions of sharks. Historically, sharks have been feared and misunderstood, thanks in part to films like Jaws, which portrayed sharks as mindless killers. However, many conservationists are working to reverse this image, showing that sharks are vital to ocean health and pose little threat to humans. One notable organization is Shark Savers, which focuses on community-driven campaigns to stop the consumption of shark fins. They have launched public awareness campaigns in cities across Asia, educating people about the ecological consequences of the shark fin trade and encouraging them to stop eating shark fin soup. Similarly, the Wild Aid campaign, "When the Buying Stops, the Killing Can Too," has targeted both consumers and governments, seeking to reduce demand for shark fins and encourage better enforcement of existing laws. The role of ecotourism in shark conservation. In many parts of the world, sharks are worth far more alive than dead. Shark ecotourism has become a booming industry, with tourists paying thousands of dollars to dive with sharks in places like South Africa, Australia, and the Bahamas. In these locations, shark diving has become a significant source of revenue for local economies, providing a powerful incentive to protect sharks rather than hunt them. For example, in the Bahamas, where a national shark sanctuary has been established, shark diving brings in an estimated $80 million each year. This tourism industry supports hundreds of jobs and contributes to the local economy, all while ensuring the protection of sharks. Similarly, in South Africa's famed Shark Alley, tourists flock to see great white sharks up close, often from the safety of a diving cage. These experiences not only support local economies, but also help to raise awareness about the importance of sharks in marine ecosystems. However, shark ecotourism must be carefully managed to ensure that it does not negatively impact the sharks or their environment. Some critics argue that excessive tourism can disturb sharks' natural behavior, especially when they are baited to attract tourists. Sustainable practices must be put in place to minimize human interference and ensure that shark tourism benefits both the animals and the local communities that rely on them.